In this video, I went from having nothing to having an unstoppable solo fortress on one of the hardest servers in vanilla Rust. Throughout this 100-day journey, I had to use every trick in the book to survive the constant onslaught of nearby clans. By the end of the video, I was insanely rich and had to defend my base from multiple raid attempts. And if you want to see how I achieved this, you'll just have to follow me back to the beach where every Rust story begins. Big thanks to Vital Rust for sponsoring this video. They would like everyone to try out their new US monthly server. It wipes every force wipe and re-wipes the final Thursday of the month for a little bit of extra action. To help out with the pay-to-win aspect of skins, they give out free biome kits and full neon box sets. Everything is fully customized with their own patterns and logos that look even better than the original sets. They're also running a Founders VIP pass for US monthly. Pay for 1 month and get 2 months for free, so you're locked in for 3 months with full VIP perks. Make sure to check them out in the description below. Anyways, back to the video. Holy shit, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Rust video. Today we are playing solo again, but there's going to be a little bit of a twist. Normally during these solo wipes I have to do a lot of stuff in a very short amount of time, but this wipe I have a lot of time to play, so I'm going to be playing for 100 days on this Rust server. That is right, boys. We're going to see if we can last 100 days and also complete a checklist of goals that I've set for myself throughout the wipe. Alright guys, let me break it down for you. I've split my goals into 3 categories: building, timed events, and raiding. Each task I complete in each category gives me 10 points. If I complete any task more than once, it's double points, and if I partially complete a task, it's 5 points. Technically, the amount of points I get can be well over 100, but the goal for this video is 100 points. As you can see, a lot of these tasks are going to force me into the heart of the action on the server, where I will be making enemies non-stop. The idea for this video was to force myself outside of my comfort zone and give you guys something interesting to watch, and boy oh boy did I deliver. So without further ado, let's get back to the video. I actually haven't played Rust in a couple of weeks, but I am so ready for this. I'm ready to get you guys good content. We're gonna have a good time, and mark my words now, boys, we're gonna have one hell of a wipe. Just a quick reminder that most of you guys watching are not subscribed to the channel, so if you could hit that sub button, it would mean so much to me. Also, the goal for this video is 1,000 likes, so if you like what you see, make sure to hit that like button and let me know what you think down in the comments. Ooh, we need that cloth, boys. Come here. It's a good start. Let's get this node over here real quick. There we go. Also guys, building is going to be a little bit more difficult this way because I'm not going to be building any of my standard base designs. I wanted to challenge myself, so I'm going to be building a base on top of a rock. It's a specific rock formation that spawns on the coast, and what it's going to do is it's going to force me to build smaller and get more creative with my peaks. But if we can survive 100 days in that thing, then we can survive anything. The plan is to live in the snow biome, which I already see right over there. Hopefully we can get there in one piece. Things are looking pretty good so far. Got him right, but I don't think he's interested in us. Oh shit. There are a lot of nakeds running towards the snow, so we might have some competition. I still don't have enough for a bag or a bow, so we're kinda useless at this stage. We definitely have to avoid any conflict as much as possible. I just hope the RNG gods are on our side today.
Hey man, you trying to run the outpost together?
No. You know what, guys? I don't think anyone's gonna try to take the spot I'm gonna build in. I'm gonna go to Outpost and do the crossbow quest right away. I think that's actually a pretty good move. Remember, if we get raided once, even early game, it's completely over. So anything that can give us an advantage is welcome. Give us a chance to find some cloth before we head into the snow as well, because we definitely need a bag. A bow we can kind of live without, but a bag we cannot. So let's get it done. Oh, my frames are dropping. That's a good sign, means we're about to be at Outpost. Ooh, that vodka bottle is super far away. I think we can do it though. Once we complete that quest and turn that bottle in, we'll get a hatchet, and then all we have to do is farm a couple trees and we'll be able to claim our crossbow. Frame rate is ass at Outpost. Holy. The frame rate at Outpost is so bad, it's actually unplayable. Like, I do not understand the type of people that build around Outpost for the entire wipe. And I know a lot of people do it too, because Outpost is always heated. The PvP is crazy. Here's our vodka bottle. Let's get this back before we lose everything. There we go. We're back in safe zone. All we need to do is turn this in and get our hatchet and start hitting wood. Let's go hit our trees, boys. I think those trees over there are going to be nice. There's someone doing the same thing over there. The guy scared the shit out of me. Alright, let's turn this in. We're done. We're off to a really smooth start, boys. This is really good. Definitely could use more cloth, but if we get the crossbow, I'll feel comfortable. Let's go! Alright, we got the crossbow and 75 scrap. I kind of forgot that they added that. But that means that we can buy gloves and recycle them to get our cloth. That is, if we can afford them. I'm not sure how dynamic pricing is right now. Oh, I can't afford. I need 5 scrap. Could do it with a snow jacket, but the gloves are better. I actually think I'm going to try to get that scrap real quick. Sometimes you can find road signs and outposts, but I'm not seeing any. It is fresh wipe, so I'd be very surprised if I did see any. Look out here for a second. Come on, is there anything in here? It's probably not. Probably looted. Did that just spawn? Oh my gosh, this truck just spawned right in front of me. Pants and 5 scrap, that's all we needed. Okay. Pants are actually really nice, I'm not gonna lie. I think it's this one, right? No, yeah, it's this one, okay. Let's recycle these gloves and get our cloth and be out of here. Let's go, 112 cloth. You can craft a sleeping bag and also some clothes for the snow. I'm just gonna W key this way, I think, and hope for the best. Now, we need to get to the shore to build our base, but I want to skip all these monuments because I know they're going to be super heated. So we're going to head towards N1 and then we'll start looking for the base location. Here, I'll mark it on the map right there. Thank God we're away from Outpost and our frame rate's back up. I'm tempted to hit this stone, but I think I'm going to leave it. If I do see a legacy wood pile though, I'm definitely going to hit that so we can get more arrows. Already a base over there, and we need to go past them. They have a Revy? People be getting Revies faster and faster every wipe after the new blueprint fragment update. Ooh. Now there's 2 of them. Alright, they're gonna chase that bear. I'm gonna have to wrap around to the train tracks. There's way too many people over here. Yeah, I'm gonna cross where the train tracks are. It's the safest option. If I see anyone chasing me, I'm placing this bag right away. I'm curious if those guys were with the other group in the 4x4. Well, it's a 2x2 right now, but it looks like it's going to expand into one. If they are together, that's at least 5 men, and maybe it's the clan we're going to fuck with this wipe. Not sure though, we'll have to see what happens. Bro, what is this river? It's like a massive rock formation in the river. I don't know, I don't think that's the one that I was going to build on, but it kind of looks like it. That one back there, this one's definitely too small, but if that's it, I might be building right here. Oh wait, someone already started, I think. Oh my god. I'm 99% sure this is it right here. Alright, so this isn't the same rock formation, but it's very similar. I might come back here and build. We'll see. I won't be able to build the base I was planning on if I do this one though. It's not big enough. What I am going to do is place my bag over here. Probably going to place this like somewhere by these rocks where it's less likely to be seen. I think right there will do. I'm not seeing the rock formation that I was planning on building anywhere, and I really want to build on that rock in the river. It's kind of similar to the one I was going to build on, but it's way smaller, so it's definitely going to be tougher. I might have to wing it with the foundation plan, but we'll see. Right now, I'm just going to hit all these trees and get as much wood as possible. There we go. That should be plenty of wood to start. I'm just not sure if I should go now or wait for it to become nighttime. Alright, it is turning night. We cannot let this guy build. Hold on. That's the same guy, I think. Oh my god, he does not have a TC. We can grief him right now. The hell? It's too close to the water. I have to put it up here.
What's the reasoning behind this? Give me a reason. Just for the purpose.
I feel so bad for this guy. And not let him live there. Sorry, buddy. Alright, let's build the base before the first night is over. You guys hear this guy yapping at me? I don't even know what he's saying. As the first night of my 100-day journey came to an end, things were going pretty well. Not only had I traveled across the map unscathed, but I also managed to secure the perfect build spot on top of a rock formation in the middle of an Arctic river. The freezing water was the perfect deterrent towards uninvited guests, while providing me with a secure moat around the base. With 99 days to go, I was feeling confident in this adventure. Before daybreak though, I had a bit of a change of heart. My neighbor seemed pretty new at the game, so I ungriefed his base and offered a truce for the rest of the wipe. Who knows, maybe I would end up needing him just as much as he needed me. Either way, I wanted to start this journey with a bit of compassion, in hopes that the favor would be returned later on. So as the sun began to rise on the second day, I went out looking for stone to upgrade my base. There's a bear in front of us too. I think I'm gonna hit some wood to craft a building plan and we're gonna take that bear. Let's go. Alright, let's cook this bear meat. I don't think we have enough, but I'm going to try to upgrade this anyway. But we definitely need to do Brutalist. Alright, we did not have enough. We didn't upgrade the TC, which was kind of dumb, but at this stage it doesn't really matter. I'm going to keep this on me for bears. I think I'm going to check the footprint of the base just to see what's up. So we definitely want triangles all around it for honeycomb. Let's see, we can place triangle, 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 triangle. We can, I mean, we can do something. It's not gonna be a... Oh shit, I did not expect those guys. Oh, we landed a good headshot though. Let's see if we can land another good shot before they hit me. No, shit, that's not good. I'm gonna craft a sleeping bag for the base, I almost forgot. Once my bag timer is up in the base, I might have one kill just to see if it's safe to leave. I don't think it is. Having only one door to core is really nerve-wracking with this challenge. We could literally lose everything on like day 2. Alright, it looks like we're in the clear. Let's get back to the grind. No time to lose. That's really good. We can actually upgrade the entire base and maybe get a metal door on really quickly. Let's see if we can craft a furnace real quick. Alright, there we go, that's good. Now that the base is stone, we definitely need to get metal doors on because they're going to know that we have goop in here. There we go. Might as well upgrade this window as well. I wasn't sure if I was going to commit to it, but now I think I am. Alright, that should be enough for a door in no time. Alright, let's go back on our mountain and get back to it. Damn, someone's getting raided already? That's insane. We need to get our base up ASAP. We're way behind. We could be taken out so easily right now, and that's not what we want. There's not really anything we can do except just keep farming and hope that we get ahead. Given enough time, everyone else will get off, and I'll still be farming, and we'll be able to get ahead while they're asleep. That's how we play these solo wipes. We do not sleep. There we go. That's a massive amount of ore early on. That's really good. Let's load up these furnaces. Alright, one door is on the way. I feel so much better after we have this down. Let's go! Metal door on? We could still be raided pretty easily, but not as easy as before. By the end of day 2, I had basically been farming non-stop, making good progress while other clans in the area were busy fighting each other. When the sun set, I spent the night performing various tasks around the base, so I would be ready to go in the morning. The plan was to start focusing on comms so I could head down to train tunnels as soon as possible. When the sun came up on day 3, I immediately headed towards the closest monument, Satellite Dish. It's probably going to be picked clean, but even if we get a couple barrels, we can maybe go to underground train tunnels afterwards. There's 2 guys there right now. There's SARS in here? SARS and Tommies. What am I getting myself into? Probably nothing good, but I see barrels, I see crates. We really need to loot that. If I can stay undetected, that's what I'm gonna do. Come on, let's just loot this and leave. Alright, I'm taking a look around. I don't actually see anybody. Okay, so those are the gear guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there was one inside the base. So yeah, there's at least 5 of these guys. It's a good thing that they just left. I don't think they were too interested in all the barrels, so we can probably have them all for free. That's really nice, actually. Look at that tower, holy shit. People are building crazy fast on this server. Just a targeting computer? Alright. I mean, I'll take anything. It's not that bad. I'm gonna check these barrels over by the road that I just saw, just because we need the cloth if we're gonna go to underground train tunnels. Do not want to fight him if I don't need to. I'm just going to take what we have home because it's really good, and then we'll come back out to look for cloth. That first satellite run was good, but I still needed cloth if I wanted to run train tunnels, so I waited for the sun to go down and headed back to Satellite Dish to recycle, thinking it would be mostly clear under the cover of night. Boy, was I wrong, but in the absolute best way possible. As a solo, you really do have to do a lot of the heavy lifting at night, because that's just the safest time to do anything. If it takes a clan 15 minutes to farm, it takes you 30 as a solo. But persistence is key, never give up, and I promise you'll have a great wipe. One thing I see a lot of people doing is complaining about how unfair playing solo is. And that's literally the whole point. You're always going to be outnumbered and you're always going to be outgunned. If you win as a solo, you beat the odds. Shit, there's someone on my right. He's recycling. Holy shit. That's exactly what I mean by you beat the odds. What is the timing of that? Pretty sure we're not coming here anytime soon after that. It's turning day as well. We need to make it home, boys. This is insane. They're already back looking for me. They're not gonna find me, holy shit. Helicopter's ahead too, which is not good. I think someone's taking it though, which is good for us. It means it won't come over here. We're so close to our base, but anything can happen. Gotta keep our eyes peeled. I'm pretty sure that guy that I just killed was with the clan. Damn, they are super confident if they're sending one guy out to recycle everything by himself. That's good for us. Overconfidence is really good as a solo. Come on, we're almost there. Yes, let's go. That is insane. We're definitely going to save that. That's probably going to be our farming kit. Let's see, we got to research some stuff now. There we go. That's all we need for the time being. Unfortunately, guys, we do still need to recycle. After hitting a recycler at a nearby gas station, I finally had the cloth I needed. So I headed down to underground train tunnels, hoping to find some blueprint fragments. That was a close call. That PT guy would have shredded us. Hopefully he's not here when we get back, but since I have a crossbow nail gun, he probably won't be, because it's going to take us a while to clear a couple of train stations. Holy crap, blueprint fragment, let's go! And a Molotov? This just keeps getting better, I'm not gonna lie, that's really good. After getting that blueprint fragment, the best thing to do would have been to go straight home, but greed got the best of me, and I continued farming 2 more train stations. Luckily for me, nothing happened, but I easily could have lost this success just as quickly as I gained it. Let's f***ing go, guys. 1 blueprint fragment down, 4 more to go, and we're loaded as well. Holy shit, that's a lot of comms. In the beginning of day 5, I immediately farmed some wood because I wanted to focus more on building. Primarily, I wanted to put a layer of honeycomb around the base and also secure the second floor, so I could place down the other 2 furnaces that I had to pick up to place the tier 1. Alright, we need to upgrade the roof still, which we're gonna need more stone to do. That will be chilling. The base is starting to come together. It is so much smaller than I usually build. Since I can't do much with the width, I think I'm just gonna go like really high. Make a really tall base here. I do have a vision for this base. It's gonna be way different than I normally do, but trust me guys, you're gonna love it. For the rest of day 5, I waited for some metal to cook so I could upgrade my core. Early on day 6, I wanted to tackle a massive problem. The way my base was built, I wouldn't be able to build a shell because there was no more room on the rock on one side. To fix this, I realized I would have to freehand the foundation on the bottom of the rock and line it up perfectly to build the rest of my base. This was going to be pretty hard, but not impossible. But first, I would need to gather a lot more wood because this was going to require a lot of trial and error. Alright guys, let's try to figure this shell out real quick. Basically, I can't place anything on this side, so I think what I'm going to try to do is freehand it, so like it's not actually going to be connected, but if I get it close enough, you won't even be able to tell. Let's make a platform real quick that we can stand on in the water. Alright, let's figure this out. I think a triangle platform is probably going to work the best. Yeah, there's just not enough room for a square to get close enough. I tried dozens of times to line up the foundations with no success. Slowly adjusting my placement with each attempt, I was making progress. Eventually, I managed to place a triangle foundation almost perfectly. It was a little bit too low, but it was very easy to miss. And little did I know that this would actually come in handy later on in the video. Alright guys, we've been trying this all day and I think I actually got it. Let's see if we can place walls on both sides. Oh my god, we can. I need to go ahead and upgrade that foundation right now before we lose it. Alright, we need to protect that at all costs. I'm going to go ahead and make an external TC for that right away so it doesn't decay. You know what? I'm just going to check real quick if I can put a China wall around the rock. Let's go. We actually can do it. This base is turning out to be way better than I thought. Rolling into day 7, I put up an external TC and felt pretty accomplished with myself despite having wasted an entire day figuring this out. Before, I thought I probably wasn't going to be able to build an outer shell, and not only did I secure that, but I also laid out the footprint of the China wall as well. Checking off the entire building category was seeming very plausible at this point. With no time to lose, I continued to build the base into something defendable, starting with the shell all the way to the 3rd floor shooting floor. Normally this is something I would save for later, but since I already had one defense kit, it made sense to work on it now. So if I did get raided early on, I would stand a chance. I still didn't have a lot of doors or windows, so this did very little to strengthen my base. In fact, the roof above my shooting floor was still twig, so if anyone laddered up, it would be a big problem. But I hadn't made any enemies yet and decided this was enough for now. I was going to divert my attention back to getting a tier 2. By now, all of the big clans in the area were running tier 2 or tier 3 kits, and I desperately needed to catch up. Let's do this, boys. Hopefully we get 1 or 2 blueprint fragments, and if we're lucky, we'll get that tier 2 in no time. Wait a second. There's a train coming right now, holy shit. I guess I shouldn't be surprised that there's people down here, but that kind of sucks. This station's cleared, and probably every other one is as well. Alright, well they went this way, and I'm going this way too, so by some miracle, maybe I kill them with the handmade SMG. Alright guys, I think we are getting warmer. We're at the first train station and there are bodies everywhere. Oh my god, wait a second. There's a guy at the other end of the tunnel and I have no idea what he has. If he has a long-range weapon, he could kill us so easily right now. He definitely sees me. I'm just gonna run and see if he chases. Alright, I think he's definitely chasing. I think I'm gonna sit behind one of these pillars, wait for him to get close, and then spray him down. I think he was solo. What the fuck? Holy shit, he had a bolty? What the hell is this guy doing? He was running P2 bolt? That's insane. Fucking out of here. I got a blueprint fragment too. It's really sad. That's really sad for that guy, I'm not gonna lie. P2 bullet getting shot on by a handmade SMG? Bro. And he knew I was there too. He was crouching around. Like, I'm really glad I didn't like stop to look at him. I thought I was safe so far away from him, but with this bullet he could have one-tapped me. Handmade SMG for the win, bro. Oh my god, no way. There's a train coming. He didn't see me. This shit is so scary down here. It is so unsafe. Okay, yeah, this is what I was afraid of. He's coming back. This might be that guy's buddy looking for me. The guy with the bolt. Oh my god. No fucking way. Okay. We're on a roll here, guys. Was he by himself? Oh my god, I think he was. Oh my god. And just like that, I was richer than I could have possibly imagined. I chose the safest option and waited for it to turn night before making the trek back to my base. When I got home, I found out my neighbor had been raided, so I gave him some starter supplies to rebuild. Clearly, clans in the area were hitting the weakest targets first, which meant I had to be fast. So on day 9, I decided to hit the ocean for the remaining 3 blueprint fragments I needed to make a tier 2. Look, just as I expected. Boats at underwater labs, we're just gonna take one and then go ocean farming. That's one of the nicest things about living next to underwater labs. You literally just get free boats whenever you want. Let's go! We finally got a blueprint fragment. I'm debating if I should keep going or just go home now with what I have. I'm gonna check a couple more. I still have a good amount on my oxygen tank. And if we don't get anything else, so be it. 1 fragment is enough. Pretty soon, it started to turn night, so I headed back to the base to depot. With only 2 blueprint fragments to go, I was getting very close to getting a tier 2, so when it turned day, I decided to try train tunnels again because my luck there had been pretty good so far. But this time I ended up dying after accumulating a full inventory of loot. This was frustrating, but since I was so close to getting a tier 2, I did not let it get to me. I just went back out onto the water, which was the safest method overall, and continued to farm it until I got what I needed. Let's go! Okay, blueprint fragment number 4. We need one more and we can craft a tier 2. There's one crate at this dive site. What are the chances that it has the last blueprint fragment? Really low. Oh, there's 2 crates. Okay. 3! Oh my goodness. We actually might get them all right now. Oh man. So close. Alright, it's too dark to see. I won't be able to tell if there's any sharks, so we're going to take this blueprint fragment home while it's turning night. One more to go, guys. We're almost there. It's taken us so long, but the journey is going to be worth it. We're going to have so many comps, and I should be able to set up the electric super smelter right away. No delays, boys. Yes, let's go! Alright, we can go home now. The 5th blueprint fragment has been found. Honestly, we did pretty good there. We didn't die a ton farming for the blueprint fragments, and we got everything done in a relatively good time frame. I'm really proud of this, boys. Let's go home, craft that tier 2, and set up the electric furnaces. I'll see what I can research, and then probably go on a massive farm run. I don't know. Something like that. This river is so nice, actually. I can swim right up to my base. It's actually an amazing build location, I'm not gonna lie. It's super unconventional for my playstyle, but I'm really loving the change of pace. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Alright guys, let's place our tier 2. There we go. I think I'm gonna research all these guns now, since we can actually craft them, and then we'll go from there. Alright, we need garage door. What's it gonna take to get a garage door? I just have enough, but I won't be able to get anything else. I suppose I need it, so I'm just gonna go ahead and tech tree it down. Alright, we can actually craft garage doors now. I think that's the first thing I'm gonna do, because I've been really worried about getting raided. There's just so many big groups in the area, and you never know if they're eyeing you up. But let's craft as many garage doors as we can. I'm gonna upgrade the roof real quick, and then we're going to work on getting the electric super smelter done. And then I think after that, we're gonna get off. Alright guys, let's go. The electric super smelter is cooking. Look at all that ore. We're gonna have this base sheet metal in no time. I'm really looking forward to seeing that box completely cooked in the morning, but right now, I definitely need to get off. I am so tired. I mean, we've been on for like 13 days straight. I'm pretty sure a rust day and night cycle is about 1 hour long, so yeah, that's like 13 hours, maybe more. You know what, actually, I'm gonna upgrade my core real quick before I get off. Wait a second, we definitely gotta make it space station skin. If we're not raided, I'll see you guys in the morning. When I got on the next real life morning, I immediately decided to farm some nodes followed by a train tunnels run. And after that, I finally went to underwater labs. I should have known that was gonna happen. Oh well, it's not the end of the world. I'm gonna go farming and then probably check underwater labs again. Hopefully it's clear this time. Wait a second, somebody's swimming right here. Oh my god. No fucking way. Oh my god. He just came from underwater labs. This guy just literally DoorDash delivery to my base. Holy shit. That luck is insane, I'm not gonna lie. Hell yeah, boys. That night, I set up a turret on the roof that I got from train tunnels. I did this because up until this point, no one really knew where I lived, but that guy that I just killed, who was definitely angry enough to door cam me or try to raid me, definitely knows where I live. But after that, I decided to go back to underwater labs. Alright guys, I'm gonna check the window first before I go in. Looks clear to me. Looks like someone died here. I mean, I'll take the diving sets. I'm gonna sit in this corner and just wait and see if anyone brings cards. Someone just jumped on. It is so poppin', Underwater Labs. There's like 6 people here, I think. This guy is loaded. Alright, let's get out of here before we lose everything. After getting home with the loot, I decided to go farming to fill up my super smelter again and also to let things cool down in Underwater Labs. Alright guys, let's go home before we lose absolutely everything. Oh my god, no way. What is the timing of that? We died right outside the base. If we're fast enough, we might be able to shoot him from the roof. There he is. Oh, this guy's definitely fucked. Oh yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I'm very glad we hit that shot. If I lost all this, I'd be crashing out. Oh my god, he's shooting at me. With AK too. I think our peaceful days in this base might be over. Alright guys, we're back at Underwater Labs. Our luck today has been absolutely phenomenal, so let's hope it continues. The goal is to kill someone with cards so we can work our way towards a tier 3. Holy shit, what? Okay, so there's like multiple teams fighting each other right now. Alright, I'm pretty sure this guy was the lone survivor, judging by the gunshots. I think we're safe. I'm not complaining guys, but no one's bringing cards to Underwater Labs. Last wipe I played, people were bringing cards left and right, but so far, I haven't even seen the red card looted a single time. Also, I'm pretty sure that the guy that I just killed is the same guy that I killed swimming in the river a little bit ago. So if he's smart, he's probably going to be door camping my base. Yup, actually there he is, right there. I knew it. I don't want there to be any chance that he gets any of this loot back at all, so I think I'm gonna F1 kill up here, respawn in the base, and make him think that I died in Underwater Labs. That should make him lose interest. I'm gonna grab a hatchet real quick so it looks like I'm getting wood. And then I think he's over to the left of the base, so I'm just gonna walk right into him. Yep. Oh, okay. I'm definitely gonna have to cut that out. Let's get our secret stash and go home. There we go. That honestly worked flawlessly. He fell for my bait and he's probably on his way to Underwater Labs right now to kill the guy who supposedly killed me. Let's go. Alright guys, Underwater Labs does not seem to be working too well for us. We just keep running into other grubs, no one's really bringing any cards, so we're not going to be successful if we just keep going to Underwater Labs with nothing. However, I do live right next to military tunnels, and there is a chance that I could get blueprint fragments from that. However, I know there's a massive clan living there, but it is day 2. I highly doubt they still need advanced blueprint fragments, and it's also just a weird time of day, so maybe it's not taken. Let's see what we can do. If we get clapped right away, then we just won't come back here. That's crazy. That's literally exactly what I needed. I'm 100% out of here. No! I didn't see that guy sneaking up on me. I should have known. I took way too long to take that. After dying, I decided to go on a night vision farm run, and afterwards, my neighbor came to me with a proposition.
I want to get rid of those kids. The ones just down the river from me, just south. They have a little stop there.
Okay, wait. Is that their base? 220? Like the big one? Is that them? Is that their main base, or is that not them?
No, the big one is... No, that's not him. That guy's a dick, though.
Wait, so they just live in that little 2x2?
No, they built behind the mountain.
Right, you should show me.
They keep pretending to be friendly. I'm pretty sure it's right on top of the mountain, way up here.
Alright, bro, let's check it out. Kinda sounds like they're in a fight right now. Alright, this might be nothing, but the door on the roof is open. So, I might come back over with some ladders and see if I can go deep. YOLO, boys, let's do it. No! I was almost full deep. After I died, I tried to go back with a shield, but it was no use. They had already closed the door, and there was no way I was going to salvage that fumble. However, this was still pretty good intel. This was the same group that swam over to my base with a full inventory from Underwater Labs. They already knew where I lived, and now I knew where they lived. It seemed like maybe there were 2 or 3 of them, and the race to see who would raid who first had already begun. Alright guys, we really need a W, so I traveled all the way across the map when I heard cargo ship spawn, and now it's about to dock at this harbor. So as soon as it does, we're gonna hop in a crate and try the old Erwin method for taking cargo. Alright, let's hop in this crate and wait. Oh shit, I just gave away my cover. That's not good. Bro, he just one-shotted me, no way. In the beginning of the day, our luck was phenomenal, but now everything had shifted. We were on a bad luck streak that seemed never ending. Rust is a game of skill, but it's also a game of probability and chance. One small decision can flip this script entirely. A lot of you might know this as the butterfly effect, and in this moment I was determined to flip this script again. Oh my god, I think I killed him. Do I try to take the mini too? That's greedy as fuck. Oh yeah, that ain't happening. That is not happening. I think he lives in that base, so he's gonna peek me from that side, but if we just run all the way across, we might make it before he's even close. We made it home, boys. That was a nice little W, but we're gonna need to pull off a lot more than that if we want to get to where we need to be. Alright guys, let's get back to farming. We're always gonna need more ore to finish the base. The sooner we get this done, the sooner we can check off the base building category of the challenge. Hold on, there's a guy right here. This guy might be juiced. Oh yeah, he stood no chance. Well he's not juiced, but free MP5 kit, can't complain. Alright, now let's actually go farm some nodes. I keep running into a bunch of solos. I want to reiterate that we are on Rustoria US main. There are a lot of clans on the server, but I really just keep getting lucky. Alright guys, we are absolutely juiced. Let's go home before we die and crash out. Let's go, that's a W haul. Pretty soon we can expand the base. Oh shit. Let me go over that. Oh my god. They're raiding that base with the heli on it. Did I bring an MP5? Dude, I might. Hold on, hold on. Some crazy shit going on here. Where the fuck did everyone go? Oh wait, there's one. Damn, he walled fast. I don't know if he's still there. He might have swum away. Oh yeah. Something definitely went down here. Oh shit. I'm about to go down here. Oh my god. He's in the water. We're getting sandwiched, boys. Sit down. There's someone in that base, but I don't think they're coming out anytime soon. Why would he choose to fight me? He's so loaded. I didn't get any AKs though. Let's go! Oh my god, bro. We just got so much. I heard AKs, but I didn't see any AKs. Maybe the defender got the AKs. I don't know. Either way, it's a W. Alright, I don't know if you noticed, but 53 minutes into the video, I finally completed one of the tasks on my checklist. Clearly, a group was trying to raid the metal base in the water, they got killed, and then I cleaned up the remaining guys outside, and got out with a lot of loot. Now that we were making enemies left and right, I really wanted to get the China wall around the base. I definitely had enough stone to do it. Plus, it would allow me to cross off that checkbox in the building category. Okay, we didn't quite have enough barricades to finish the wall, and we're actually out of blades, so I think in the morning I'm gonna head over to Satellite Dish to recycle so we can finish the wall. The guy right there. He's a friend as well. Well, I'm gonna drop these fuses real quick, and then we're gonna go fight them. Alright, I don't think that was him, because that guy didn't have a gun. Oh yeah, I didn't think that was him. I think I'm just gonna heal in this tunnel for a second. I really hope this guy has heals. Shit, we're like 9 HP. Definitely gonna go down, but I don't think he's gonna find my body. Let's see if we're looted. There's someone still here. Bro didn't even turn around to fight. Wow. Well, it's not the SKS guy, but I'll take it, alright. We just need a little bit more scrap and we can learn the blade. Then we can finish our China wall and cross that box off. There's actually a guy right there. We might be getting into a fight, boys. Oh shit, he's actually shitting on me. He must live right there. He came back fast. Alright boys, we're running back right now. We live pretty close, we might be able to cut him off before he gets to his base. Well, he doesn't have my stuff. I think he actually died. Yeah, he died looting my body and then came back, and then I killed him again. Such bad luck. There we go, that's all the scrap we needed. Let's go, boys. Damn, something's going on the top of that mountain. I think I'm gonna depot and then head straight there, actually. That fight sounds like it has a lot of potential. Alright, so I could shoot this guy, but I think I'm just gonna wait for him to get killed, and then I'll just hold his body. There's someone to my left. I'm not sure if he's friends with that guy, or if he's about to clap him. Okay, so he's dead. I don't know where that other guy went, though. Shit, he's sending nakeds out to loot. I was hoping he would come out geared. I'm pretty sure that's the guy I heard coming up on my left on the hill. I think SKS lives in the base, so this is all we're gonna get. Not a bad fight though. When I got home, I immediately researched the blade and placed the metal barricades at night, completely finishing off the China wall, knocking that checkbox off the list. Afterwards, I decided to utilize the rest of the nighttime to farm nodes. However, just a few minutes into farming, I noticed that my enemy neighbors living on the hill called in an airdrop, and there was a group with AKs fighting over it. Of course, I had to try and seize this opportunity. I'm gonna stash this right here and mark it on the map. What the hell is going on here? Oh my god, we just killed an AK. No way, that guy had AK too? Let's go. Alright, we can't get greedy, we're out of here. No f***ing way, guys. That was the most devious lick of my life. Let's go, we made it inside. Man, we don't even need a tier 3. We got defense kits? Holy sh**. We're ready to go. On day 32, I went back to that fight, but the AK guys never came back and my neighbors were just coming out naked. I did manage to loot the rest of the airdrop and kill a random Hazy guy, and don't worry, I did loot that backpack I dropped before the fight. Next, I decided to place an external TC up on the hill next to my base because this was the biggest weakness my base had. Then, I surrounded the entire cliffside with spike traps and placed some compound turrets, and at this point, I was getting extremely tired, so I logged off for the night, hoping that I would not be raided in the morning. I woke up on day 41 to an unrated base, which was good news. The first thing I did was head to Underwater Labs, hoping to find someone with cards so I could work towards a tier 3, but unfortunately no one came, so I left and went back to military tunnels, only to be killed by an AK on my way out. I took a little farming break during the nighttime to reset, and in the morning I went back to Underwater Labs to continue the mission. Alright guys, I really need a win here. I woke up early this morning to try and farm a tier 3 while everyone was asleep, and so far we've been getting our ass kicked. I mean, really I went to sleep early, so I didn't really wake up early, but it's bright and early on Saturday morning and we really need to get something done. Alright, there's items on the ground, so we have to keep our eyes peeled. Either they left or they're ratting around just like me. I know I just heard someone jump. Oh my god, they're loaded. Wait a second. These guys must have actually been here the entire time, just waiting. That means while I was running around looting, they were plotting my downfall. This is my neighbors, by the way, so they're definitely going to be camping my base. Alright, we got a little bit of a dilemma on our hands. Those guys are definitely camping my base, and I only have a pump shotgun to defend myself, so we are at a severe disadvantage. I'm just going to check over the hill real quick and see if I can see them. Alright, I see one at my left external TC, so they're definitely camping both my entrances. Boys, I'm just gonna go back into the water and wait them out. They're not gonna sit there forever. Surely they're gonna get bored and want to progress somewhere else. After a while, I F1 killed at a decaying base, and when I respawned, the duo was gone, so I successfully ran back over with all the loot from Underwater Labs. Unfortunately, still there was no red card, but this was a lot of loot, so I couldn't complain. Let's go, boys. We just got so many comps at the expense of our neighbors. I could not be more proud of us. Let's keep this luck streak going, boys. Alright guys, we have a ton of metal cooked. We have even more in the TC. Look at that HQM. I'm actually going to try to HQM the entire inside of the shell. Alright, that is the entire base, minus the tower that I plan on building, upgraded to metal. It's nighttime and we are going to Satellite Dish to recycle some cloth comps, because we're super low on cloth. Should be a pretty easy trip. Maybe it's not going to be an easy run. Oh my god, he's loaded too. Alright, well we can put everything in his backpack. Oh my god, we just deleted him. Bro just got played at his own game. He was definitely waiting for me to come back. GG. Well, that was an interesting cloth run. Not only did we recycle, but we got a couple guns, another MP5, which is always welcome. Let's go, boys. After that cloth run, I placed wind turbines on top of my external TCs, so I would have enough power for shell turrets. Once I placed those, I finally committed to building a massive tower on top of my base. Now I want to reiterate that this entire base design is freehand. I didn't practice it or come up with it before recording the video. I decided that I wanted your first time seeing it to also be my first time seeing it from the outside, which means it could be a disaster or it could look sick as hell. So when I turn around, let me know what you think down in the comments. You know what? I was actually really worried for a second, but that looks so cool, I'm not gonna lie. This might be one of the coolest looking solo bases I've ever built. I usually build much wider bases, but I think going taller this wipe actually worked out in our favor. This is sick, boys. Before we get back to the video though, I just want to thank Prasanth Reddy 9629 and Ocean from Ocean for being YouTube members on the channel. For those of you who don't know, I moved all of my bases over to Patreon for $2.99 instead of $3.99. We still have one membership tier over on the YouTube channel, which is the new Solo Warrior tier for $5.99. If you want to join and support me, the main perks include access to a members only chat room over on the Discord and also shoutouts within my main videos. If you just want the bases though, feel free to head over to the Patreon linked in the description. Alright, back to the video. If you were paying attention, you probably noticed something very important. I finally completed the full base, so we can check that one off the list. Not only that, but while building the tower, I placed 2 more turrets on the roof, which meant we now had full turret coverage in the compound shell and roof. So we can cross that one off the list as well. This meant that the entire building category was complete, giving us more time to focus on other categories. And boy oh boy, are we about to start knocking these off left and right. Alright, let's try to get those blueprint fragments so I can craft a tier 3 now that the roof is complete. We're heading over to military tunnels in the middle of the night. So far we've had very little success, but I think we've just been too slow. I think if we take it in 2 minutes or less, we can get in and out before anyone counters. Okay, face mask is huge. Holy shit. Okay, blueprint fragment? Alright, that's not bad. That's a good set of elite crates. We just need to get home alive. We cleared this thing in like 2.5 minutes, so like we actually have a chance if we just run straight home. Let's go! Alright gentlemen, first blueprint fragment of the wipe. It was a massive struggle to get here. I'm gonna keep trying to run military tunnels, but I might just settle and buy them from Outpost because it took me way too long just to get one fragment. The face mask is insane though. I'm gonna throw that up with my defense kit real quick. Oh my god. Somebody's actually raiding the decaying base on the iceberg. That thing might be loaded. I have a 200 IQ play. I'm gonna swim over there with this spear gun and kill them when they're swimming back to the shore. We just need to get there before they leave. Oh no, they're crossing right now. We're gonna have to switch to plan B. I'm gonna have to kill them both out in the open with a SAR. If they have walls, we might be screwed. Oh no, we fumbled that terribly. We are not hitting our shots, boys. This is not good. Oh my god, he's all the way up there? Alright guys, it's not over yet. The mountain that they live on is huge, and it's going to take them a second to run up there. If I'm quick enough, I can kill them from my roof. I'm gonna go further up the tower and see if I can get a better angle. There's only one left. We actually might make it. Oh my god. We need to get down there right now. Oh my god, let's go! A red card too. I'm gonna drop this on the side of the hill, and then we're gonna go back to the fight. Oh shit. Like I had an HMLMG? Oh my god, I forgot the red card. I'm gonna take this back inside, then we're gonna go back for that loot I left on the hill. Okay, this guy got some of it. Alright. Looks like he picked it up and then dropped it right here. Like I wouldn't find it. Alright, it does look like somebody grabbed the rest. Let's see what we got from that fight. Oh my goodness. Holy sh**, guys, look at all this loot. That is a crazy counter raid. When I said we were going to start knocking these off, I meant it. That right there was another flawless counter raid. I swooped in at just the right moment and took everything. Now because I never actually stepped foot at the raid and just killed them on the way back, I'm only going to give myself 5 points for this. But the loot speaks for itself. It was a great play nonetheless. Alright guys, currently we're heading to Satellite Dish so that we can run the green card puzzle and get a blue card. And then we're going to take the red card that we just got and go to Underwater Labs. Okay guys, before I approach the moon pool, I dropped off my cards in the ocean. So if there is someone here and they kill me instantly, we should be able to retrieve those. Alright, I think we're clear, so I'm gonna go get those cards that I dropped. Alright guys, we made it back with 2 more blueprint fragments. We already have 1 in the base, which means we only need 2 more, and then we can finally craft a tier 3. On day 46, I went back to military tunnels, but I didn't get a blueprint fragment. I noticed that my neighbors who I had been fighting all wipe were actually selling one along with an 8x scope. They only wanted cloth, so of course I had to sneak up and buy it from right under their noses. After this, I griefed the other side of the cliff overlooking my base, just in case my neighbors were planning on putting a raid base there. Then, on day 47, I killed a random guy who had a red card on him, meaning all I had to do was run labs one more time and I would be able to craft a tier 3. But before that, I decided to go on another nighttime farm run, because my super smelter was looking kind of bleak. Oh my god, no way. Why do they give drones the ability to drop nades? Oh my god, it's right above me. What the hell was that? I'm out here farming nodes peacefully and this drone comes out of nowhere. Absolutely diabolical. I bet you any money I know who that was. Look at him waiting for me to come out. Holy shit, these guys are rats. I was gonna say, I don't see anyone with the drone, but there he is. There's the drone too. Maybe the guys in that little base on the shore actually flew the drone. I don't feel safe keeping this on me right now. Alright, this definitely is one of my neighbors. Maybe they did fly the drone. Let's get the hell out of here before they bring out another one. After getting back safely with the farm, I went up the mountain to taunt my neighbors. At this point I was getting a little bit cocky and I really wanted them to raid me. I saw one of them outside naked and I tried to make him get in the catapult so I could launch him across the map. A few people tried to sneak up on me and his buddy even got on the roof with a minigun. Holy shit, bro.
Can we talk?
That minigun play was almost crazy. Never mind, I guess it was crazy. I really hope those guys try to raid me soon. I honestly think they will. The following morning on day 49, I went back to military tunnels to try and get the last blueprint fragment. Unfortunately, I didn't get one, but I did get a free AK. Afterwards, I decided enough was enough and went to underwater labs to complete the mission. Let's go. Last 2 blueprint fragments, SKS as well. Holy sh! That's a crazy locked crate. That's nuts. Vanilla loot, by the way. Alright, let's go home. And just like that, we have secured ourselves a tier 3. Let's go, gentlemen. Oh my god, I was about to place this thing down, but they're raiding again. Dude, I gotta go over there. I don't think I'm gonna be able to catch them before they're done, but I can probably cut them off before they get to their base. For some reason, I keep missing every shot, so I think I'm gonna go up the hill. If they get the high ground on me, it's over. What? There's 3 of them now? Bro. After that loss, I placed down the tier 3 and then took a break to organize my base. However, on day 50, I heard them begin raiding again. So this time I grabbed an SKS which has a bit more stopping power and headed back over to contest the trio. Oh my god. Let's go! Holy shit, gentlemen. I think we pulled it off. I'm not gonna lie. Unless they become speedsters like the Flash and catch up to me somehow, we win. Oh my god. There's no way they kill me before I get inside. Absolutely no way. Oh my god. Does that count as a counter raid? Like, I kind of door camped them, but I feel like that counts, right? Indeed, it did count, making this the third counter raid in the video. However, again, since we didn't step foot at the raid, I'm only giving myself 5 points for this one. After making that play, I was sure my neighbors were going to raid me, so I waited in my base for almost 7 hours, expecting to hear rockets at any second. When nothing happened, I finally went to sleep, and to my surprise, my base was still standing in the morning. Counting my lucky stars, the first thing I did on day 67 was go on a massive recycle run during the night. The fuck? 700 cloth in there. Now I'm sussed out. That's really weird. I'll tell you what though, I'm not opening that door at any cost. On day 68, the heli spawned in, and so far I hadn't really had a chance to take it, and I knew this was going to be my only chance. So of course I had to tag it and try to take it down. Oh my god, I fell. After I died, the heli lost aggro on me and I was never able to get it to come back. I spent some time repairing my base, and then the next day, I threw some airdrops I had accumulated throughout the wipe. See if anyone's coming around. Oh, sit down. Ooh, that's a good one. That night, I went back up to my neighbor's base to taunt them again. This time, they tried to kill me from the roof with an LR, which I gladly took from them. Surely, this had to be the final straw. I spent the next couple of days in the base organizing loot and crafting extra defense kits. On day 75, it finally happened. Oh my god, it's finally happening. It's about time! I've been sitting here waiting forever for these guys to try and raid me. Alright, well they built the worst possible raid base, so I'm not expecting this to be too hard. Oh my god, I think we just on them. They definitely breached my china wall, but he's not pushing in the breach. I think he's dead behind those two walls right there. Alright guys, I'm gonna go up to the top of my tower to see if I can get a better angle. trying to flank me. Sit down. All right, let's head back down. Pretty sure they're both on bag timer. Oh my god, I was super wrong. They were not on bag timer. Holy shit. Alright, I think I can actually push down. Alright, we got rockets, let's go. And we got more rockets, let's go, boys. Let's get this back inside before we grief the raid base. This space LR is actually pretty nice, I'm not gonna lie. And boom, that raid is officially over. GG boys. I was baiting those guys forever to raid me, so I'm glad that paid off. Let's see how many rockets they gave us. 16 rockets, alright. Not bad. And just like that, I had defended the first raid of the wipe, giving us 10 points. Considering how long we baited our neighbors, I would say this victory is well deserved. But if you're feeling underwhelmed, don't worry, because the second raid defense makes this one look like a walk in the park. On day 77, I heard a massive raid happening on the other side of military tunnels and I knew I had to investigate. But when I got there were turrets everywhere and there was absolutely nothing I could do. On day 78, I went on a massive farm run and after that, I saw a Chinook leaving oil, so I decided to contest whoever was taking it. So I don't see a boat and I can't tell if there's a heli on top, but it is turning nighttime, so that's going to be a little bit of a struggle. But the plan is honestly to just sit in the water, and when he jumps off, like I think he's going to, I'm going to spear gun him and take everything. Alright, he just looted it. Let's see where he goes. Nope, okay, he just jumped. Let's put the plan into action, boys. He's fucked, he's fucked. Oh my god, he was loaded. We're L9, let's go! Oh my god, he had a backpack too. We need that backpack. Oh my god, that's insane loot. I don't know if he had friends, but I'm not sticking around to find out. Holy shit. Oh my god, guys. We just made it inside with the easiest oil rig loot of my entire life. I'm not gonna lie, I don't care if it's grub behavior, we're up and he's down. That's all that matters. Finally, we can cross oil rig off the list, but because I only got the loot and never stepped foot on board, I'm only giving myself 5 points. The next day, I went on another massive farm run, and when it turned night, I decided to take some of the rockets I got from the raid and go raid a small base on the coast that looked promising. Alright, let's see what they had. Alright, that's not bad. Ooh, that's a shit ton of cloth. We actually needed that. Alright, not totally amazing, but we did get a bunch of kits and also cloth, which we needed really badly, so I'm not too upset about that. It was a small raid, but it was a raid nonetheless, so now we can cross raiding off the list. On day 79, I did some more farming, and things were pretty quiet for the next 2 days, but on day 82, I noticed another group taking rig. Alright, looks like there's 2 of them, and they came by boat, so I know exactly what I'm gonna do to these guys. What I'm about to do to these guys is absolutely diabolical. Alright, now we wait. When they come down here looking for their boat, they're gonna be forced to swim to shore, and that's when I'll strike. Oh my god, they have no idea I'm here. They're so confused right now. I know it. Alright, one of them jumped in. I think the other one jumped in too. Come here, boy. Oh my god, he's so helpless. I don't know where the other one is though. Oh my god. I didn't see him on top of the trash pile. He still has to swim to shore, and I still have one of these diving vehicles, so I can probably catch him before he gets to shore. If I pull this off, I know he's gonna be so pissed. Oh my god, he's cooked. Oh yeah, he's pissed. He's dropping all his loot. Oh my god, I got it. Let's go! Oh, he's gotta be mad. He's gotta be mad. Oh my god, I don't even deserve this. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna dive down and try to get the stuff he dropped. Oh yeah, it's over. GG boys. We're probably the most hated oil rig rat on the server right now. When you're playing solo, you gotta do what you gotta do. Just like before, I got another 5 points for countering oil rig again. After that, I was getting kinda tired, so I went to sleep in the base with my headphones on, so if I did start getting raided, I would be able to hear it. On day 86, I heard a cargo ship spawning through my headphones, so I tried to take it in an attempt to cross that one off the list. But unfortunately, I was killed pretty fast. After that, I went back to sleep with my headphones on, hoping that someone would eventually come and raid me before day 100. I had high hopes because I had completely filled a vending machine with sulfur before I got off. Surely there was a clan on the server that wouldn't be able to resist. Oh my god. What the hell is going on? I'm getting like 500 raid alarm pings on my phone. Oh yeah, we're getting raided. I think they already breached the China wall. I don't hear my turrets shooting either. Holy shit, we're late to the fight. I don't see anyone in the raid base. Shit, that's not good. Alright boys, I'm up, I'm ready. It's time to put our game face on. Oh my god, they're right there. My shooting floor is already compromised. That's really bad. I don't think I should peek this. I'll probably get HV'd. We need to go about this a different way. Holy sh! Wait, this crack might be insane. Oh my god. That is the craziest peak I've ever made. This base is meta. Offset Foundation base is meta. Oh shit, that's open. Oh my god. Fuck. Look, I'm gonna trick this guy. Oh my god, I'm deleting them. We need to get meds. Oh my god, they're right there. Need to grab as much as I can right now. Alright boys, we need to seal right now. I'm gonna pull out a launcher, just in case there's one in here and I don't know. Oh my god, I think it's over. And just like that, we had won our second raid defense, adding another 10 points to our total. After resealing my main base, the raiders kept trying to get back in, but it was no use, and eventually they gave up. Unfortunately, we didn't get every single task done on the list, but we did get a fair bit done. And honestly, I'll take it. We got 85 out of 100 points and had a hell of a lot of fun along the way. After this, the base made it to 100 days, and that's where our story ends. If you enjoyed the video, let me know down in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video.